This will continue to be a big year for retirement. Over 11,000 people will turn 65 every day. Every year nationwide does a retirement study and asks when people plan to take Social Security. Currently, 42% of them said they'll claim the benefit before their full retirement age while they're working. The upside of that is, you give yourself a little bit raise, but what is the downside, if any, for making this decision?
I definitely think there could be some downsides of early Social Security. And this is something that what we've done is we do Social Security optimization reports. And there's some really good tools and software that are out there that would allow you to look at your individual situation, and especially in a married couple situation, it applies because the decisions that you make can have substantial long-term impacts. And it's kind of shocking to me that to see that 42% said that they're going to claim their benefits, before their full retirement age, knowing that they're going to get a lifetime reduction of benefits, and they're going to also do that while they're working. So when you look at the downside of that decision, first and number one is you're going to get a permanent reduction of your benefits. Taking Social Security as early as age 62 is going to be a permanent reduction of 25 to 30% compared to waiting to your full retirement age. For example, if your full retirement age benefit is $2,000 a month and you claim the benefits at the age of 62, it could be reduced to somewhere around $1,400 to $1,500 per month. Number two is it's going to be a reduced survivor benefit. I have a lot of people that will come in and they'll say, hey, Nolan, I've run the analysis. I've taken a look at it. I got to live to be 78 before I even break even. And nobody in my family ever lived that long. But what they're not thinking about in a married couple situation is the impact it could have on survivor benefits. So if you pass away, your spouse's survivor benefit is going to be based upon what you were seeing and receiving. Claiming early means that a benefit could be lower for your spouse. So just because of the fact that you think maybe you don't have a lot of longevity there in a married situation, you want to think about that. Number three is you want to think about claiming early and the impact it's going to have on your cost of living adjustments. So there's a lot of positive actually about Social Security. It is a cornerstone for most folks' retirement time. If you add up the amount of what the benefits are for a married couple over the course of their lifetime, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 million or more of total benefits if a couple lives to, say mid-80s. But claiming benefits early also negatively impacts your cost of living adjustment, since the cost of living adjustments that you get on Social Security is based upon your benefit base. Starting with a lower benefit base, your future increases are also going to be lower. Number four is you have the potential tax implications, and there's a couple that go into effect here. We talked on an earlier segment about the importance of Roth conversions, and I think building tax-free dollars is important, but when you kick on Social Security, you're going to have the tax implications that come in, meaning that Social Security income could be taxable if you're looking to do Roth conversions. Of course, we have on the show with America's Medicare Associates, Scott, Troy, and Dan have talked about the cost of your health insurance. If you retire before the age 65 and you're going to get health insurance, you could lose your tax credit that you get under affordable health care if that's going to be what your solution is as well. So again, it can be kind of a double whammy impact when you think about the taxes that you could pay, losing the tax credits you get for health insurance if you're going to need to get affordable health care. Number five is you have an earnings limit potential. So in the opening segment, they talked about somebody claiming benefits before reaching full retirement age. If you claim benefits early and you continue to work, your earnings above a threshold, it's like $240 in like 2023. It gets adjusted a little bit each year, but it would result in $1 for reduction in benefits for every $2 earned above that amount. Once you get to full retirement age, that penalty no longer applies, but those can be benefits that are lost early on if you continue to work. Number six is you're going to have a reduced lifetime benefit. So again, if you do live longer, that benefit could be substantially less. Delaying your benefits after age full retirement, most people age 66. Let's say you delayed until age 70, you can then also get an automatic 8% increase as well. So instead of thinking about, I'm going to die early and I better just get what I can while I can, or, Social Security's going broke, I better grab some now. I want you to plan on you or your spouse living a long time
Hmm.
and betting on trying to get the maximum benefit you're entitled to over the course of your lifetime, and bet on things like advancements and the continued health care, that you're going to need more money in the future as well. Number seven is inflation is something that's a big problem. So locking in lower benefits means that inflation will come back to haunt you later on in life. The cost of living adjustment is not the same as what true inflation is because of how they calculate removing food and energy out of the formula. So inflation can have a big impact. Claiming early again can mean negative for spousal strategies. You want to take a look at, what is a strategy in your situation versus what your spouse is going to take. It's going to really kind of limit what some of your choices are as well. So what you really want to do here is, again, you want to have our office, or you want to have somebody run a Social Security optimization report. What I would encourage you to do is, when you run the report, just put in what you were planning on doing, and let the software run the analysis, and then let the software run the couple hundred different scenarios to determine what could be your best approach. And so maybe you don't claim it right away at 62 or as soon as you retire. At the same point, maybe you don't wait until age 70. But by having that Social Security optimization report, you're going to be able to make a much more educated decision about what is the right choice for you. And if you want to schedule that, we have that right on our main website at arhq.com. You can click on that Social Security optimization report, and we can get that set up for you.
Again, think of it kind of like the Goldilocks approach. You don't want to claim it too early. You don't want to claim it too late. You want to find the one that is just right for you. Now, mind you, there are situations where people will need the income right at 62, but claiming it just because of fear of the solvency of Social Security or just because you want to claim it, probably not the right move. A better step, of course, having that Social Security optimization report run. You can do that, as Nolan said, arhq.com, or give a call and figure out how it figures into your overall picture by setting up a time, 419-794-3030.